So at the frog, the weight is mostly in the pinky. And then what happens as you do your down bow, the weight is slowly transferring through each of your fingers as you go out to the tip, to your first finger, all the way out here. And the reason for that is we don't want to die out when we go to the tip. We want the sound to be consistent. If we kept the weight in the pinky, the sound would go like that. So as we transfer the weight and we lean into the first finger, we're putting all this arm weight into the bow, which is getting us that consistent full sound. So that's what should happen when you do your down bow. Sometimes it's helpful when you do open strings just to think about that and make sure you're transferring the weight as evenly as you can. And then it starts to come out when you're doing your music as well. So that's what happens during your down bow. And then the opposite happens during your up bow. The weight's gonna go from your first finger back to your pinky. So there's a little difference in the shape of your bow hand when you do that as well. Up here, I like to say the bow hand looks more square, just because it's almost like, well, rectangular, I guess, is the proper shape, but it looks like this. And then when you go out, it's like this way. So I'm leaning more into this finger, so all my fingers are leaning more. My knuckles even raise a little bit more. So you don't have to really force your knuckles down like you do at the frog, wanting to keep them down. So the biggest thing I would think about, we're gonna go over to the D string, is just as you play your open strings, is feel the weight transfer as best as you can, going from your pinky all the way to your first finger, and then back to your pinky again as you do your down bows and up bows.